And part of me thinks that that's also what Bohemian Grove is about. It's to sort of boost in them this kind of sense of superiority.
All right, stay with us, John. We'll be back. We'll take final phone calls right here on Coast to Coast AM. Well, still no contact, no idea where he is. Dr. Morgus, who lived down in the New Orleans area. Actually, he was in Covington, which is pretty close. But nothing. Nobody has found him. Nobody has heard from him. I'm getting a little concerned. We'll be back in a moment. John, do you believe in some conspiracy theories, most conspiracy theories, or hardly at all?
Some conspiracy theories. You only have to look at the way that the war in Iraq began, with Blair and Bush conspiring, away from their elected bodies to begin this war. And it doesn't surprise me at all that there's been such a renaissance of conspiracy theories since 9/11, because you get renaissances of conspiracy theories when you get our leaders behaving in conspiratorial manners. So I do believe that. I suppose where I take issue is the kind of meta-conspiracy theories where you link absolutely everything together and you connect absolutely everything. I basically don't believe that. I think you should take each fact as it comes.
Because there are some who believe that everything's a conspiracy. Everything.
Yeah, and I don't buy that. It's kind of, when you take something like Bohemian Grove and you put Henry Kissinger plus robes plus hoods plus giant owl, it's kind of no wonder you've got a conspiracy theory. And it's the same with the stuff I read about in the Ministerial Goats. When you've got military intelligence officers journeying off into the dark side, into the world of magic, both white and black magic, to bring back ideas into the military about ways of fighting future war. Again, it's no wonder, and that manifests itself in soldiers trying to kill goats just by staring at them. It's kind of no wonder you get conspiracy theories. But I look at these people and I see human beings trying to do what they think is right at the time. I see the sort of fallibility of humanity, as opposed to, conspiracy theories imply that these people are somehow better than us, they're greater than us, they're cleverer than us, they are more Machiavellian than us. And I think at times there is obvious truth to that, and you only have to look at the way that the Bush administration and the Blair administration often act to show that they do like to make deals behind closed doors. But I think we give them too much credit when we say that they're, brilliantly conspiring in every single conceivable way to keep us down.
Okay, thanks for that response. Wildcard line, you're on the air. Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hi, my name is Simon, and I did run into the Illuminati.
How so, Simon?
First of all, I wanna just say I'm praying for Alex Jones. He hit it right on the head, and that this all started on Good Friday. Forgive me, I'm kind of nervous right now. But
okay, but I'm going to have to get you to tell me why you saw or dealt with the Illuminati.
They said they were going to play with my mind. And all of a sudden, I seen all these signs. The Wicca, you heard about the Wiccans, the witches. It's all real. The black magic.
Hold on. No. Don't get confused now. People who practice Wicca are generally,
George,
everyone I've met, they're all good people.
Well, I'm trying to explain what happened. It's real. It's the spiritual realm. And everywhere I went, I seen symbols, all these pentagrams. Everything. I was scared for my life. I was really scared, and all I could do, I was led to the Rosary and to the message of Fatima, and believe me, it's very real. The Illuminati is real. What is happening with the New Orleans is everything is. Have you read the book, The Illuminati by Larry Burkett?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, it has parallels of what's happening right now with New Orleans and everything.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, yes, I started reading about it after I had that run-in because of all the strange things that was happening, and I was met by a couple strange people that told me I was taken to the next level, and it is true. This with God and everything. The Pope was a huge player. He was born on an eclipse and he died on an eclipse. And the message of Fatima has so much to do with what's happening right now with the Rosary and the Blessed Virgin. I was being attacked psychically when.
All right, now let me say this though, with regards to the Wiccans. I think what you're confused over is those who are in the Illuminati are more Satanists, quite frankly, than those who practice the Wiccan religion, where they believe in a male-female God. But everyone I have met, they love people, they love animals, they're wonderful people. I've not met one person from that religion that was a bad person. I don't know about you, John. Have you had that exposure?
Yeah, and I agree with you. I always worry slightly as well about saying that Bohemian Grove is paganistic, because a lot of pagans I know are very, very nice people too. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a big difference between someone who worships Satan, performs the Black Mass, than people who have these other kinds of religions.
Yeah, I agree. It's people who love the earth, they love the planet, they want to live their lives in this. And you've got to be careful. I mean, when you demonize people who hold strange religions, suddenly what you've got is the FBI surrounding David Koresh's church, and you've got the FBI surrounding Randy Weaver's home. So so I agree. I think you've got to be careful.
Do you stay in touch with Randy Weaver?
I've not spoken to Randy in a while. I was really fond of Randy and his daughter Rachel. Rachel, I'd say, is kind of one of the most incredible people I've ever met. In fact, she was so wise beyond her years, and what happened to the family was so awful. But I've not spoken to them in quite a long while, unfortunately. I'd like to keep in touch. Especially
Has he forgiven, or is it still?
He's forgiven, but he's also no. I wouldn't say he hasn't forgiven. But what he has done is begun to believe, rightly or wrongly, that it was partly his fault. For harming the kid.
For the confrontation, maybe.
Yeah, for being so pig-headed, for giving guns to the kids. I mean, what you had, inside Randy's cabin was this kind of spiral of paranoia, and what you had outside of the cabin was a spiral of paranoia.
I mean, if I remember, didn't the kids grab guns and they were shooting back at the government law enforcement?
What happened was that some marshals got too close to the cabin. They were staking out Randy's cabin on a completely ludicrous, trumped-up bit of nonsense.
Right.
Which was nothing. And they staked out Randy's cabin. One of them got too close to the dog. The dog started chasing them down the hill. Sammy Weaver and a friend of theirs, Kevin Harris, I think his name was, chased the dog down the hill. A marshal jumped out from the bushes and shot the dog. Sammy said, "You shot my dog, you son of a bitch," and started firing into the air, firing wildly. One of the soldiers then shot Sammy, who was, I think, 12 years old, in the arm, I think, and then Sammy started running back to the cabin saying, "Dad, I'm coming home, Dad." And then the marshal shot Sammy in the back and killed him. And then Kevin Harris opened fire. Actually, this has never been proven. A marshal was killed in the gunfire.
Right.
And nobody, I think, has proven whether he was killed by friendly fire or whether he was killed by Kevin Harris or indeed Sammy Weaver. I believe definitely not Sammy Weaver.